the 31,000 level here. Let's see if we close above it, right above this area here. Or on the bearish case, do we close below this trend line here? If we close below, I'll show you where we're going to go. All right, we're going to go right here. This is going to be your target, basically 26,600, give or take. That's a classic trend line that is a no-brainer. So again, break here, we go here. If we move to the upside, then I think we head towards this area right here, right around.
Despite this week's good news, Bitcoin still didn't break the 31,000 level, raising concerns about its short-term future. The release of the CPI data, the announcement of lower inflation by the US government, and even all the news about the spot ETFs being filled and approved, like, for example, the first spot ETF being launched in Europe after a 2 years delay, will finally be released this month. Even those were not enough to help this asset explode. If we look carefully at Bitcoin's price, it's been ranging between the 30K and the 31K levels since June, and the big question now is which direction it will break. But don't worry, we got you covered. Gareth has clear targets, either Bitcoin goes up or down, so pay close attention so you won't get caught off guard and don't get wiped out. And in a few minutes, we will go through the main reason why Bitcoin is still not breaking these resistances.
If we flip over to the intraday, go to extended hours, look at this, we're trading at 371. We're right into that level. So that is a big level to watch today on the tech stocks. I want to see, does the NASDAQ 100 close, let's say, above 372? If it does, and we start to see a confirmed break above this channel, then you have to start looking at the next trend line or the next level of resistance. And I'm going to give it to you guys right now on the QQQ. There's a gap fill right here at 380, pretty much to the button here on the QQQ. And again, that would be, from where we're currently trading, would be another $8 higher from where we are pre-market, $7, give or take, on the QQQ. So that would be your next resistance point. And then obviously you get towards those all-time highs, which take us all the way back to 2022, late 2021 and 2022. All right, now we got to get into crypto, guys, because again, and by the way, we'll flip back to some stocks. I have some key stocks I want to cover here. We still have some decent time, another 10 minutes on this broadcast at least. But this is a concern of mine, and I'm just going to be straight up with it. Today we got CPI data. All right, we've had positive news on Bitcoin in terms of ETFs, spot ETFs, multiple filings for ETFs. Yet, even on today's CPI number, what type of move are we getting out of Bitcoin? I mean, what, like, really? This is the little uptick we're getting today on the daily chart. Now, listen, this is still a bullish consolidation pattern. It's one of the longest bullish consolidation patterns I have seen in my career in crypto, as well as even in stocks. But it is still inside of the 30,000 to 31,000 range. So it still is slightly bullish, okay? But it continues to irk me. Why hasn't all this positivity, all this risk-on behavior why isn't it causing us to see a breakout on Bitcoin? Okay, now again, I think once this does, if this breaks out, you're going to get a big move. I have an upside target. First target's around 35,000. So you're talking another $4,000 up. That's over 10% up. But it has to do it. And we've had good news after good news after good news for Bitcoin specifically in terms of ETFs not being labeled a security by the SEC, all of these other things. I mean, MicroStrategy's bought a ton more Bitcoin, all of these positives, and we've still been stuck at the same level we were in April.
These are the levels you need to focus on.
As a trader, as an investor, all you need to be focused on is the 31,000 level here. Let's see if we close above it, right above this area here. Or on the bearish case, do we close below this trend line here? If we close below, I'll show you where we're going to go. All right, we're going to go right here. This is going to be your target, basically 26,600, give or take. That's a classic trend line that is a no-brainer. So again, break here, we go here. If we move to the upside, then I think we head towards this area right here, right around 35,000. Your max upside, by the way, on Bitcoin would be this area. In fact, I can go back even further here. Bear with me as I draw this in. If we take this pivot high here, look at this beautiful pivot and trend line. Look at that. That would be that would kind of be your maximum upside that I could see in a short amount of time on Bitcoin, would be about this 45,000 level. You can see trend lines here, it touches these lines, and that's where we had a big breakdown. That could be a retrace to that level. Now, by the way, what's interesting about this 45,000 level, it's basically equidistant between this low and this high. So it would essentially, and again, I can do the fibs. I think it's pretty close to a 50% retrace. Let's see. Yeah, very close. So right there's your 50% retrace right here around 43,000. So you're essentially at a 50% retrace from your highs to your lows. So little things like that kind of warrant attention. But that's, again, contingent on us breaking through 31, going to 35, and then breaking through 35. All right, so it's kind of a long way away, but it is something worth keeping an eye on.
In this video, Gareth even goes through some altcoins, which are probably going down soon, as we've seen in the last analysis by Gareth and Ben Cowan. But if you are trading any of these, check out if there's any near-term opportunity for you.
Now, we have seen altcoins starting to make moves here. Altcoins like Matic had a breakout. Take a look at Matic here. Beautiful little breakout on this over the last couple days. It's been consolidating. Again, upside maximum would be about 83 cents, would take us back to this level right here. Continues to be one of my favorite cryptos that are not Ethereum and Bitcoin. And you can see here, look at the move. It's up from $14 to $22. That's a 50% move. And it's even trying to break here. If you look at the bigger picture, you had this up move, and then this is a channel, a bullish channel. That's your upside target, $24.40 on Solana. So again, Solana, by the way, you wouldn't be chasing Solana here. At least I don't. I don't chase anything. It's a great move, but it's obviously up 50%. You're not paying up 50%, especially for the reward of another $2. That's less than 10% on this trade. But what I would say is if it hits this line and pulls back and makes a bull flag or consolidation, that's the buying opportunity, right? Like a 50% retrace type thing. That would be an opportunity to go long on that chart.
Gareth has been saying that his prediction stays the same until Bitcoin breaks the 31,000 level and stays there for at least 5 consecutive days. He still sees more downside incoming until the end of 2023. But Ben Cowan, who we have recently also brought to the channel, proved using his charts that for the past cycles, every time Bitcoin had 6 green months at the beginning of the year, the other 6 were red, and Bitcoin kept falling. So everything is still pointing down, but the biggest issue every expert is talking about is the lack of liquidity entering these markets. We must have clear regulation before big institutions can put their money into the crypto space. And those who can do it now don't want to do it because they fear seeing more FTX, Binance, and Coinbase collapses or disputes. Now imagine, if they are not putting their money into Bitcoin, they are not even getting close to the altcoins. If the pump we saw in 2023 was just money moving from the alts to Bitcoin, what will happen when there's no new money coming in? Or new retail investors? A new drop may happen, and Bitcoin can hit Gareth's bearish targets. So watch this video now to understand why this is happening and a possible prediction for the end of 2023. See you tomorrow for more daily crypto, and stay safe.